Hello everyone, Emily here. I hope everyone is happy and healthy and doing well. It's December here in Iowa, and when I got up this morning it was like 16 degrees. It was so cold this morning at about 6 o'clock, and I am working on a baby blanket. I've already started it. You can see here I've gotten quite far. This is the Bernat baby, and I started it yesterday. And I thought I would come on here and show you how I'm doing this stitch because it's just absolutely beautiful. It's very close together. There's not a lot of holes. It's going to keep this baby nice and warm. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet, so I decided this would be nice for a boy or a girl. So I'm going to go ahead and make it. And if it is a girl, then I might just make a teddy bear out of pink yarn and put it in one of the corners. So this Bernat baby blanket yarn is pretty thick. It's working up really fast. I'm using this hook, and it's I put the clay on it, and so it looks like I put a 5mm here, but to tell you the truth, it feels a lot bigger. But here it's a 5mm, and this is really great for beginners because all I did was take this and I made a chain. I did a chain of about 40, and then I did a single crochet back and forth. So if you're a beginner, you would just take your yarn, tie a slip stitch on it. You could do a magic circle if you know how to do that. I put my yarn on my hook, and then I made a chain. So when I made my chain was the width of my blanket. So you just grab your yarn and bring it through. Make sure it's not too tight. Grab it and bring it through. I move my fingers a lot, control my yarn. I like to move my finger up every time I do a stitch. It just helps me control it. Okay, so then when you make your chain, you don't go into this first one, you go into the second, and then you just go in here and pull your yarn through, pull it up a bit, grab your yarn and pull it through, and you just did a single crochet, and this first chain 2 will count as your first single crochet. Okay, so I bought 2 skeins of this Bernat blanket. I just went up this way until my first skein was used up, and then I'm going to go around and I'm going to put a border. So right here I'm just going to show you that I chained 2. I'm going to skip this first stitch like I did when I was showing you after I chained. I'm going to go in this first stitch. You can kind of see a V. There's 2 strands here. I just went right under them, grab my yarn and pull it through. And I did that all the way across. And what I did is I just went back and forth doing the single crochet. And I got to tell you that this is so nice and tight. It's just perfect. So you just keep doing this back and forth. And look at how beautiful it is. This works up really quick, and it's great for beginners. And when you get to the end here, you're going to go into that chain 2. You're going to go into that top chain, and you're just going to grab your yarn and bring it through. And you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to turn your work. So you just keep doing that back and forth the whole way of your blanket. And then you're not going to go into this first stitch, but you're going to go into the second one over. So you can see that this is going to count as your first single crochet. So I've decided I'd like to put a simple border around it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a single crochet. So I'm here at the end, it came to the end, and I'm just going to turn it and go down this way, go down the bottom, and then come up the other side, and then I'm going to end it, because there's no sense in doing a single crochet here again to this end since I already have. So I'm going to go this way, come down the bottom, come up this side with my single crochet for my border. And then when I get here, then I'll start doing the outside of my border in a half double crochet, which is a little bit thicker than the single crochet, just so my border is a little bit thicker. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chain 2. Now I'm going to start going down this side. So everywhere that there is an opening in between these stitches, I'm going to do a single crochet. So I'm just going to go right into this opening. I'm going to go right into that first one and do my single crochet. And I'm just going to keep doing this all the way in between these rows. So it's kind of like in between each row. And this is just going to kind of make a nice foundation for my half double crochets. If you choose to do a border, of course, you certainly can. If you decide you don't want to, then don't. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. You can go in anywhere you want to when you're doing this. I'm kind of just going in the openings here. I don't want them to be too far apart, but I also don't want them to be too close together. So you can go ahead and gauge that for yourself too. But I think that looks really pretty. And then when I start going around, I'll do my half double crochets. And when you come to a corner, I'm just gonna do 2 single crochets. Excuse me. 2 single crochets in this corner. And then I'm gonna chain 1 so that when I come around, I can go into these corners. And I'm gonna do 2 more single crochets. I could have just started doing the double crochets right off the bat when I run around. I just decided I just wanted to go around with the single first. So if you decided you wanted to just go around with your double crochets, you certainly could. So now I'm going along the bottom of the blanket, going pretty smoothly. So I went around with my single crochets here, and I'm up here, did my 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and I'm up here at the top. So I'm not going to go across here. I'm going to go ahead and start my double crochets. So double crochets, you're going to yarn over. You're going to go into your stitch and bring it through. bring it through 2, bring it through the 3rd one, you have your double crochet, your half double crochet. So you're going to yarn over like you're going to do a double crochet, pull it through. You have 3 loops on. You're going to pull it through all 3. I pulled it through 2 and then the 3rd one. And this, I can feel the difference. It is puffier. So that way my border will be a little bit thicker. And I'm planning on going around this 3 times with this border, just to be a little thick. I can feel it. You can't really see it too much, but I can feel it. And I think it will just give it that little something extra. So this is my baby blanket. I think it's absolutely lovely, and I love the tight stitches on it, how you can't see through it. I think this is very beginner friendly. I do think that this chunky yarn, it does take some practicing to get right. So just work with it, and the more you work with it, the better you'll get at handling it. And move your fingers a lot, like I do. Just helps you keep control. Whoops, not a double. There we go. So I find it easy to go through the first 2 and then go through the last one. I just move my finger to get it closer to go through, so I'm not yanking on it. So I'm going to go around a total of 3 times doing this, and then I'll end it off and I'll be done with my blanket. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and come back and see what I'm going to do next time. I love doing these videos. I hope you enjoy them. I will talk to you soon. Bye.